Welcome back. I'm so glad you came back to Your Animist Life. And no matter how long it's been since you've watched a different episode, and sometimes things take longer than we would like, or maybe you're binge watching and soaking it all in very quickly. This next little episode is about our animist childhood, because I think something that we could probably all recognize quickly and clearly is how, as young children, we are pretty darn animist, right? We might, we're often very sensitive to others. We can feel others. We care about others. We're taught out of that for the most part, most of us. And also, maybe some kids were way into trees or dinosaurs or the soil, like plants, a dog friend, right? Maybe we have dreams that are scary, or we believe we see things that adults don't see, or we hear grandma talk to us and grandma has passed away quite a while ago. All kinds of things. All children are animists. And so for you to acknowledge that, think about that. If you're not ready to acknowledge it, maybe you could think about some of the things. Imaginary friends, stuffed animals that become best friend. There's so many examples. If you are a parent, you can see it in your children, I'm sure. And maybe you don't want to call them animist, but sensitive, empathic, intuitive, all these different ways about them, of knowing things, seeing things in you maybe that you don't even want them to see, that they see it, perceptive, connected to other beings. So let yourself think about that. How were you as a child? What were the elements of your childhood maybe that saved you from an unfortunate or scary childhood? Maybe you had unseen friends that were, or guardians that protected you. Maybe you were able to leave in your mind to avoid consciously going through certain things. There are, maybe you went to nature. Maybe you sat in a tree to get away from human life, or to listen within and be calm. Maybe a certain tree was your protector. Think about your allies as a child. Which ones came alive for you? Were you treated with kindness? And if so, by whom? Even if it wasn't your parents or your caregivers, I'm sure there was someone who was kind to you as a child. If you have children, or they're grown now, think about what you have seen in them that made you think, wow, they're connected. And a lot of times as we get older, we consciously, or from societal pressure, shut some of that off. Some of it changes as we move into puberty and such, but also a lot of it is suppressed by culture or by certain people in powerful roles during your childhood or during your children's childhood. So think of your own inner child as someone that you are very interested in protecting right now. You as the adult can pull that child, even a teenage self. A lot of our own teenager selves, we're working out a lot of stuff and acting out. Okay, yes. But because of things that happened in our life, right? Because of things that were unfolding, that were out of our control. So compassion, can we bring them in and say, I'm here for you. I got you. making sure that you're okay now. And together we'll go forward. Maybe you could think of a few eras in your young life that really needed that kind of guardianship, because now you are the perfect person to offer that support and protection to them. And together you two can, or maybe it's more of them, right? It's your 5-year-old self, it's your 10-year-old self, it's your 12 and 18-year-old self that really need some help. So maybe it's not just one. But as you form that we of the group of you, that you can work together to reclaim the joy of your animist life. It's a beautiful body of work or play, speaking of children. And let yourself write about it or think about it as you're going about your life, about places in your childhood that you now would call an animist connection, and also parts of your childhood selves that need your support. It's important. So take the time you need for that, and when you're ready, I'll see you in the next bite-sized episode of Your Animist Life.